So all we're going to be dealing with right now is this first body tag, the opening body tag. Just click in here between the Y and that ending angle bracket, and then hit your space bar and type in BG for background, I would imagine. No space, COLOR for background color, equals, again no space there. Then you want the double quotes, and if you're not sure where the heck that is, that's you're holding your shift key down and hitting this guy right here, because that's your single quote here on the bottom, and this is your double quote. So we want the double quote down here. We want the double quote, and then we want the, before I get into the hexadecimal, because that's what they call these things over here on this web page, is hexadecimal codes. They've got the pound sign, as they call it, across the pond. I call it the number symbol, whatever. But you've got the pound sign, then these 6 digits, letters and numbers, that refer or tell the browser what color to plaster up in its place. Now then, if you scroll down here, you don't see the pound sign here, but just to be on the safe side, put the pound sign in front of any hexadecimal code you're going to be using. Now then, another way you can do this is with some of these primary colors, red, green, blue, yellow, okay, maybe not so much yellow, brown. What you can do is just type the actual word in. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Just type in blue, and then close off that quote. Let's save this, and then head on back over to our web page here, and then hit the reload key. Now then, this should change, right? Okay. Now, if for some reason this did not change or reload the page to whatever you currently saved it to, a little trick for those Mozilla browser users, that's Netscape and Firefox, you can click on this while holding down your shift key. Internet Explorer users, same thing, only the control key. This is your control key, that's your shift key. Control key, shift key. So anytime I'm talking about a shortcut, a keyboard shortcut where you hold on the control key, well, I'm talking about this cat here, or this one here. Let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see what I'm talking about here. This guy here or this guy here. Like, for example, if you hold this down while pressing the letter A, that's going to select everything in whatever you've got your cursor in. Control S will save it. Control Z will undo whatever you just did. Control X is going to cut. Control C is going to copy. Control V is going to paste. These are just some of the easier ones that I can remember anyway. So let's get that guy out of here. So anyway, okay, so that being said, let's head on back over here and let's put in a hexadecimal code instead of the actual word blue. Oh, one other thing too while I'm on the topic here, especially using the blue as an example, for some reason search engines, at least ways they did in the past, I'm not sure if this is still the case, but I want to alert you to it just in case, is that some unscrupulous people have what they call keyword spammed their web pages by, let's say my web page deals with gardening hose or gardening tools, to be more politically correct. And if I were to have a white background on my web page, which 99% of them are, and I had text that was also white, and I just put all over the place gardening tools, gardening tools, gardening tools in the color white, then it would be invisible naturally, because white text on white background, you can't see it. But the search engines, they can. And they would see that as keyword spamming, and how they would notice that, or how they've kind of picked up on that, they've added to their algorithm, without getting too technical, because by all means that's way beyond my pay grade. If you have a background color, in this case blue, with the same hexadecimal code as your text, if you've got, say, headers or H1 or H2 tag text that's the same color, even though you can see that because you've got a white background, but your background, the background I'm talking about, is the same color, then the search engines may take that as an attempt to keyword spam or to be black hat, as they call it, and would never index your page, quite possibly penalize you henceforth from now on. So we don't want to do that. Just be aware to avoid having a same hexadecimal color of your background as any text you have on your web page. Okay, so just be alerted to that. Just wanted to bring that up. Okay, so anywho, let's go on over here and get a hexadecimal code. Oh, let's keep it simple, shall we? Let's just copy. Okay, this is black. We don't want black because, well, we got black text. Well, this is kind of sort of blue. Let's go ahead and just copy this over. Right-click and copy. And go back to our text editor. That's already highlighted. Make sure that the work is done in between the two double quotes there. Right-click and paste. Control S. As you can see, there's 6 digits here. Yeah, red, green, blue. Yeah. And that has... So that's a little breakdown of what these are. These 2 digits refers to some part of the red, these 2 digits refer to some part of the green, and these 2 digits refer to some part of the blue. Okay, enough about that. Let's Control S this guy and head on back over to our browser and this page here, and we'll see if the color blue changes from the word blue to the hexadecimal code that I just put in there, and it did exactly the same. Okay, so just so we can make our point clear, let's change this color altogether to what? Let's go with green. So we'll just copy this hexadecimal code, copy, and paste. Oops, don't want all that space in there. And then Control S, come back to the browser, come back to this page, reload it, green. Ew. Okay, yeah, that's very green. So that is basically a quick rundown of the changing the color. Now then, let's go ahead and jump into changing the background image by adding an image rather. And we'll do this in video 4B. So come on back and watch us add images to.
To watch the next part of this video, go to theaudiobook.wholesaler.com. You'll find the videos under the training videos link. This is just one of several series available in our free video section.